Hello everybody, I'm Toya.
And I'm Robert, and mayhem is already underway here.
Well, we thought Frit might want to say hello. Hello everybody.
Hello, Frit. How are you doing today?
He's doing really well. We've now realised he's so big he doesn't fit in any of his carrying cases.
I have a question for Frit.
Oh, go on, fire away.
Have you had an upbeat moment this week, Frit?
I've had so many upbeat moments.
Would you like to mention just one of them, Bun?
I've been having lots of fun with the wild bunny.
Oh, are you making good friends with Butch, the wild bunny?
Yes, and I love you stroking my head.
All right, I'll take that as an invitation. There we go. All right, so do we think that Toy and Robert have some upbeat moments this week too?
I definitely have some upbeat moments. It's the fact that Eno has learnt not to fight the wild bunny, and Eno just runs straight back into his area in the kitchen and doesn't fight, which means the wild bunny doesn't know what to do with itself.
And stays outside,
Yes.
certainly.
And my other upbeat moment is that I have announced, I think, 49 dates between March and June next year. This is storytelling and music. It's me with two guitarists, and I have a screen, and I'm telling stories that really haven't been heard before, because obviously I'm going to be talking about the 80s, but all of my biographies that I've written go up to 2000 or 2003. None have told the last 22 years. And there's two more major announcements to come that all tie in.
Can I say I'm very excited about that tour too, dear?
You can say that, yes.
Well, I am.
I'm excited. It's a wonderful one for the fans because it really is very personal. So I'm looking forward to this immensely. And of course, all the gigs this year.
I wonder if Frit will be going along to these talks, dear.
I'm doing my own tour. It's called How to Grow Carrots.
Well, I think, Bunny, you're going to be a sellout on that.
How to grow carrots and get young, fluffy buns on your side.
I think that's a plan, Frit. All right, now I've had two upbeat moments I'd like to report, sweetie.
Please.
One is yesterday, which I found profoundly moving. We were invited to the wedding of David and Indeg Singleton's son Christopher and Mandana. Now, David Singleton was the King Crimson manager, producer, and I've been working with David since 1989 and is my business partner in DGM. So we went down to this wonderful centre, the Matara Centre, which is not far from Alpen Manor, Kingscote Park. And
Where we spent our honeymoon.
yes, and may I say, I was in tears during the ceremony.
I was in tears too. I mean, there were so many things. A marriage is always beautiful, but one of David and Indeg's children, their daughter, is pregnant.
Nia is pregnant.
And to see this beautiful young person that we've known since she was born pregnant, I mean, I was gone, completely gone.
Well, what to say, there were so many wonderful young people there, and bear in mind, young people are not a feature of where we live in town so much.
We're old farts.
Oh, so moving. And David Singleton said to me afterwards, he was in tears. I said, yeah, we were having a moment.
I was also in tears because when we got married, it was secret, and we got married in a beautiful small church in Dorset, in Witchhampton. And Robert went to the church first with his family and my family, and my father walked me down a bridle path which was concealed from the roads around in my wedding gown. And we were met by a policeman, and the policeman said, I'm going to escort you to the church. And what we didn't know was one of the biggest sales of the century of antiques was going on at Witchhampton Manor, and the world press were there. So the policeman used his initiative and put two and two together when he saw Robert, that we were secretly getting married. And he escorted my father and I to the church. And that memory of being with my dad and everything my dad meant to me, because I don't look back very often. I don't have a habit of looking back. And Oh, I was just sitting at the wedding yesterday in tears.
Well, in the subject of tears, my second upbeat moment was a little personal moment of some humour between us when we were having lunch in town at the Angel and Trumpet.
Listen to this, Frit, because it involves you to some extent.
And my wife, I looked over and my wife was having a tearful moment.
It was the music. It made me cry. And oh God, I'm going to go. We were in an inn where we've celebrated all my family's birthdays all my life.
And we had part of our honeymoon there too.
And we had my mother's wake there and my father's wake there. And this music was playing. And I said to Robert, I never want to sit here without you. And what did you say?
I said, I'm going to outlive you because I want to inherit your money.
And you want to spend it, is what you said.
No, I didn't say that, dear. You may have heard that, but that I did not speak those words.
So it's been a very, very special week. A week of bonds and of love and continuing life. Wonderful bunnies are calming down a bit and not fighting so much with the wild bunny. I am so happy about the announcements we've made this week, and there's some really big ones to come. Life is falling into place and it all feels really good, and you are doing brilliantly.
And thank you once again to all those lovely people, generous people out there who are continuing to ask, are you still breathing, Robert? Yes, I'm still breathing and in great shape and spirits.
And Robert had a heart attack, but he doesn't have a pacemaker. That's a rumour around town.
Yeah, the rumour mill in town.
Now, Frit just wants to say something.
Now, Robert, I inherit all of Toya's money and I'm buying a field, so hands off.
Okay, have you got the message, Robert?
Yes, I have, Bunny, but I'm going to outlive you too.
See you tomorrow for a vintage Sunday lunch. Lots of love, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend.
From Robert.
Yay!
And from?
Me, Toya.